distinguished guests, and descendants of Ponca Chief Standing Bear. The 2015 Great Plains Symposium, Standing Bear and the Trailhead, is the 41st symposium hosted by the Center for Great Plains Studies at the University of Nebraska. Under the umbrella of Standing Bear and the Trailhead, we wanted to share stories of all of our First Peoples, not just the Ponca, not just the Standing Bear Trail story. We wanted to talk about termination, restoration, gaming, economic development, return of the buffalo, all different issues, the Indian Child Welfare Act, the importance of families. It's a way to introduce Nebraskans to the First Peoples in a big way that is truthful and honorable and really gives us a voice for the first time for those stories to be heard.
At the conclusion of his two-day trial, Standing Bear was allowed to speak for himself, and then he raised his hand and he said this: "That hand is not the color of yours, but if I pierce it, I shall feel pain." The
idea for a federal trail designation was Congressman Fortenberry's passion, and he has just embraced this story. He loves this story. He believes that it's a story all Americans should know and his colleagues in Congress should know. I think this trail is really important as that symbol of our First Peoples, and it gives us an opportunity to tell more stories throughout our state.
The Nebraskans are engaged in their communities. And you all here today really represent that great spirit of our people.
I think it's important to celebrate the legacy of Standing Bear and what he meant to people. But it's important for people in Nebraska and elsewhere to know his story and know what he meant to not only people in Nebraska, but Indians from across the country.
To me, like the principles that our elders and our ancestors had, I'd like to be known as the generation or the people that had those same things.
Through the songs, through the dance, through the stories, the oral traditions, our oral histories, that's one of our greatest strengths that we can't lose, and I see it alive here. We are here to stay. We are citizens of our sovereign nation. We're proud to be that. We're proud to be Americans. It's a good thing to be an Indian.